You're going to want to turn your cameras on. Thanks, Crystal. You are going to want to get a notepad out, a pen. This is going to be a jam-packed Zoom like none other that we've done on a Monday night. So if this is your first time, if you have, I don't know, an emotional support patch near you, maybe it's called Peace, go grab it, put it on, grab Focus, put it on. I want y'all to do this. Everyone really fast. We've got 60 seconds before we hit the ground running. Everyone go find a pack of patches. I'm going to grab Focus. If y'all want to grab Focus, that's great. Everybody that I can see, I want to see a pack of patches in your hands. This is for a reason. Look, Jeanette's like, got it. I can just see your hand. Move your head up a little bit more. There you are. Look, because the background's blur. Look at Diana. She's like, I'm not picking one, Carrie. I have them all. Larry's got joy. I've got joy down in my heart. Or right over on my arm. Y'all know that song? Everybody go get a pack of patches. Crystal, I see you've got Liberty. You love Liberty. Harry, hi, Harry. Harry's got Victory. Dawn, Liberty. Oh, Teresa, we all know you love Defend. Hey, Sandra with Peace. iPhone user, whomever iPhone is. I see your face. Lori O'Brien. Oh, Lori, did you pull out Lori pulled out a flow. She's going to make y'all jealous. Oh, Bob's got Rocket. Of course you do, Bob. Chuck has Peace. Let me see. Gayleen, Lumi. All right, I'm looking. I want y'all to turn your cameras on just for a hot second. Everybody, if you can hear my voice, show me a patch. Show me a pack of patches. Randall, Houston, we have a problem. Where are your patches? Randall, where's your patches? Come on, bro. Grab a pack. He's like, wait a second. She caught me? Oh, you don't have it? Whoever enrolled you, we got to have a conversation. Jewel, grab all 14 of yours. I know you're 14 every day, right? Just kidding. She doesn't wear 14. Here's what I want you to do. Get your phone and take a picture of the screen, because what we're going to do tonight, from this picture on, you're going to need to remember this moment. You're going to go, remember that time we all showed a pack of patches and then everything changed after that? So someone snap a picture. Let me get my phone out. Everybody, Sandra, are you getting a full screenshot? I really hope you are. You're so much better at this than me. All right, here we go. I'm going to do one. And smile. Hold your smile. Take your picture, because after this, you guys, what we have to tell you tonight, what's in your hand is going to absolutely change your life. Did you all get a picture? I hope you did. There's 3 pages of people I'm going to go through. All right, I'm going to do another picture. I love it. Hey, Barb, I see you with Defend. Gosh, you have a great story with Defend. Holy smokes. You know what, Barb? I'm going to have you share that tonight, so be ready in like a hot second. Show your patches again. Both pages. I want to see everybody. Hey, Cindy, show your patches. If you're just hopping on, Dorothy, put a pack of patches in your hand. Hey, Angie. Hi, Paula. I'm seeing y'all. Esther, I see yours. Jacqueline, I see you. Dorothy, don't give me excuses. Give me patches. You're run. I want to try to get everyone. You guys are super my favorite people to be around. I'm not even kidding. Like, think of the name of this. And then now I want you to look at your patch, okay? Just look at it. You see what it says on it? Mine says study like never before. Does it say cures ADHD? No. But do we know it helps with ADHD? Yeah, because people that need to focus, they know what that means. So without mentioning ADHD, ADD, autism, a breathing human, they know what focus feels like, and they know what not being in focus feels like. Read on the back. Just read on the back of yours. I'm just going to read on the back of mine out loud. Focus is the key to playing, learning, and creating. Distractions and challenges focusing can take the fun and performance out of what we want to do in school or elsewhere. The Focus Patch is a non-invasive and drug-free technology that may improve general wellness through vibrotactile stimulation, allowing users to naturally experience improved focus and clarity. So you know what I would do with this pack of patches? Are y'all listening? I would take one out, okay? I already have one on. But I would hold this up either, like a picture of myself, a selfie holding it, or up against a wall, or just set it down or put it with some books. And I could take the information right from the back of this patch and say, who would like to naturally experience improved focus and clarity? Have a hard time focusing? Need help cleaning out that closet? You have a kid that's headed back to school? You guys, this is so great for elementary kids. It's for children, right? Junior high, high school, college. We have doctors. Yeah, we do. Like surgeons that use this. It's true. We do. So you just take the patch out, leave the pack to the side because you want someone to come in your inbox and ask you about it, right? And that is as simple as it gets. And if you only had one pack of patches, you could take words from it every single day. Like, who likes to study without taking a break? Cramming for a test? You have an MCAT to pass? Whatever you want to say. It's that simple. And that is how you spread the word about our patches. So what you're about to hear tonight, if you're here, welcome to Monday night. This will soon become your most favorite. There you go, Randall. We're still going to have a conversation about why it's on your phone and not in your hand. That's okay. That's okay. I'll call you the principal's office after this because I'm kind of concerned. So Randall's upline should be concerned right now because I'm going to call both of you the principal's office. The other thing you can do, right? I'm going to welcome you all. I'm glad you're here. If this is your first time hopping in, thank you for spending your Monday night. It will be your favorite time. I'm going to hear from one testimony tonight. Why? Because that is all we have time for. And this one you need to hear. We are coming up on allergy season, right? Anybody else already getting hit with it? It is absolutely a thing. Lori, I got your message. Thank you so much. Barb Hazelton, I want you to unmute because from the beginning, Barb has been here as long as I've been here. And she has struggled, and she's going to tell you her quick story. I'm not going to take the thunder, but it's my favorite defend story. So y'all listen, because I know you haven't heard this just quite yet. Go ahead, Barb.
Well, it started when I was sitting at a desk. I could not hardly type or do anything without having Kleenex in my nose because the allergies, I was a mess. I was either on too much allergy meds, which put me to sleep, or I had Kleenex in my nose in order to do my job. So when I found these patches, I put one on immediately, and I have not taken one allergy pill since. And just like Sandra the other day, I was itching. My legs were itching like crazy from mosquito bites. I changed defend patches in the middle of the day, and the itching just went away.
No way.
Yeah, I don't know what's in that thing, but I'm telling you, I know there's nothing in it, but whatever it's doing to talk to my brain, thank you, Lord, because
Right?
I'm amazed that I have not had to take any over-the-counter or prescription drugs for my allergies.
Barb, do you want to go back to taking that stuff?
No, not at all. Never
Did you
will again.
you save money by not taking it?
Oh yeah, tons of money. That
Okay.
stuff was expensive, and
And you don't
yes,
have any negative side effects. You feel great.
I feel great. Yeah.
How easy is
No,
it to remember to put a patch on?
it's not hard at all for me to remember because I never go without it. I just
It
change locations.
that's as simple as it gets and as complex as it gets. We don't know
Yeah.
how it works. We know we're not going back. And I'll
No.
never forget that story. Thank you, Barb. I love you so much. Thank you for sharing.
You're
Y'all,
welcome.
Bob, I'm going to come back to you at the end because I have to run through this. Okay, so hold it. If it's a question, Bob, I'll come to you at the very last 10 minutes. I promise. Don't forget, y'all. Guess what? We're changing things. Now, hold on. Before you get kind of worried, change is good. With the projection of the company, we used to just have a few patches. Remember that, Sam? Just a few. For Teresa walks up in the hospital with the fin going, I just passed out today after wearing these for the first time, docs, but I'm off all my meds. Can we figure this out? We just had a few patches, and then now we have 12. We would have 13 if Europe didn't make some claims over there. We got to get them straight. Don't worry, I'm going to try to get over there and help them out. But we are changing things for the better, and everything we do here advances. Guess what I found the other day in my box? I found my pair of insoles. We started with insoles and then we went to socks. Oh, and I found some socks. Guess what? I still wear them. Look. I still wear them. I don't really like them a whole lot, but I still wear them because in my head, I think they're great. They're comfy. They're snug. The pattern doesn't work worth patooey, but I wear them. I am so thankful for these patches. You can't see these two. These are both clear. So I'm a hot mess. Y'all know what that means with the two that are clear. I'm not doing the Ignite, so it's got to be Kick It and Lumi. Defend. I've got some on my legs. I put it everywhere. I don't even care. And so the advancements of the technology have been nothing short of amazing. They even work better. We have a comp plan. And on that comp plan, each advancement rank, you've got qualified associate, team leader, director, managing director. Each one of those you can advance with your bonus money, right? If you're brand new, you've at least seen the comp plan. If you haven't, call your upline and chew them, because that is how you're going to make a lot of money here, is by working the comp plan. Carrie, I don't know what it takes to get to VP. Well, you know what? You know how I learned? I got there, right? You want to know what it takes to get to qualified associate? Get there. So with those changes, that means we're going to have a new comp plan, and all managing directors and above were on a Zoom today with Jay and the rest of the company that is at that level. And I can't even think straight. It is mind blowing the amount of money our CEO wants to put in your pocket. Y'all know he could have sold this company for like $250 million or something like that. I don't even know the number now. Like, I don't even care. But he could have sold it. And you know what he said to me, to my face? Carrie, why would I do that? Why would I take away this opportunity from you to build a financial future, security, legacy for your family? Why would I do that? And I appreciate that so, so much. So there's going to be comp plan changes, and they start September 1. And what I can tell you between now and then, go to Miracle Workers Facebook page. If you're not on that, again, call your upline, smack them, because you should be. That is where all the best information is. And by smack them, I mean give them a chew. And how come you have not put me in that group, y'all? You have to answer 2 questions to get in there, because we've had people come in and scam stuff, and I'm not doing that ever again. So I put 2 questions in. You don't get in unless you answer them. September 1 is when they take place. You can read. There's a post in there about it. Steve had sent this to me, and I shared it with all of you. He got it before the rest of us got it today. Steve is like almost better than Melly when it comes to finding out stuff. Y'all, Melly is like FBI over in Europe. I don't know if you know this, but she is. She even, I think, called the cops while she was here in March because she lost her phone, and then she found it. I don't even know how she figured all that out, but she did. That's Melly. But Steve got on to a Zoom earlier in the week and found out about all this stuff and sent it straight to us. I sent it straight to you. So go read that post. Don't think anything about it. Like, don't even worry. Just go build. That's all you need to worry about doing. That's all I'm going to tell you about the comp plan. We have tonight something that's going to be incredible for your business. So we didn't do a training this morning because Crystal and I were both out of pocket. And we started thinking about it. I was like, Crystal, we have such a large crowd on Monday night. Why wouldn't we bring a training? Why wouldn't we bring tips and tricks? Because how many of you, y'all can raise your hand or you can flip me off, but how many of y'all get upset because you're not on that 10 a.m. Monday thing? You're like, Carrie, and it's not, yeah, Barb, right? Don't flip me off. And you're like, it's not recorded. I worked that day. I'm not reading between the lines, Bob, okay? I have a reason that we do it that way. I do. But we're going to start bringing it to you on Monday night. So raise your hand if you are excited about learning some tips and tricks on building your business and not just hearing me talk the whole time. I threw that in there. So if you want to put your hand down, I get it. But you can keep your hand up. So we are super excited. And tonight, what you're going to hear, if you do it every day, you're going to grow. If you do it 4 out of the 7 days of the week, you're going to grow. If you do it 2 days out of the 7 days of the week, you're going to grow. The point is action is what has to happen before growth. And so Crystal has put together a DMO. What is a DMO? It's a daily method of operations. I hope you have your notepad out. I hope you have your pen. I hope you're ready to lean in and take notes, and we're going to take action. We're going to run through this. Crystal talks faster than I do. Believe it or not, I told her to even speed it up. This is recorded. You can go back in. You can slow it down. You can do whatever you want to do. But get ready, because she has typed all this out, put it together. We've talked about so many things, and I'm going to get quiet and let her give you the next 30 minutes or less. You guys lean in, learn. I promise you this is going to change your business. Go ahead, Crystal, and thank you so much for putting this together.
Hello everyone. I'm so happy to be here. Okay. So I haven't stopped smiling since we started, so I need to let my jaw relax a little bit just so we can. How many of you have a DMO? Can I just see a raise of hands? You don't just real quick, let's scan the screen. Okay, I'm gonna look on both pages here. Okay. How many of you had no idea what a DMO is? Okay. Good, good. Thank you for your vulnerability. I appreciate that. Those of you that do have a DMO, drop in the comments here in our meeting chat, drop some of the things that are on your DMO. Okay. And I'm gonna while you're doing that, we'll come back to that later. So fill it up so we can check it out. But a DMO refers to a schedule or a routine that outlines specific tasks that you'll do or task and activities, right? That you'll do for your business every single day. So basically, it's the bare minimum that you commit to yourself for your business every single day. And so when we're asking you, do you have a DMO, and we see a show of hands of people that don't necessarily know what that is, tonight you want to plug in so that you can kind of get a general idea of how to utilize a DMO that we've already created for you. So we've already taken away some of the guesswork for you. So this will be really nice. Now, we've already shared in Miracle Workers DMO charts before, different things that you could try and utilize. And now, since we've been honing in more over the last few weeks of doing more of the Amazing Patch Stories group training, so that we're utilizing that online. And we did a training not so long ago that we shared in Miracle Workers that was how to utilize social media for your advantage during the busiest season of network marketing, which is September, October, November. And so the next few months, if you haven't already felt the shift, I know I have. Everyone I've been planting seeds with over the summer, all these people I've been sending samples to are finally starting to show interest and ask questions about how they can get started. That all comes from planting the seed. Okay. So, what we want to do now and why we're doing some of these trainings is we're learning that there's a lot of folks that are trying to build on social media, or maybe they've burnt their in-person warm market, and we want to give you tools to help you continue to grow your network without feeling like you're overburdening some of them. Okay. And so, like I said, a DMO is a bare minimum promise to yourself. It's a promise to your business. Each and every single one of us, all 71 on this call right now, we're all independent business owners. Do you guys understand that? We have an incredible corporate team that we're just lucky enough that they do all of our shipping and our credit card processing and all the back office stuff, and they worry about packaging, but the reality is each of us is our own storefront. And for many of us, our Facebook or our social media platform, and for this purpose we're just going to talk Facebook, is a storefront for us if you utilize it properly. And that's something that I've been able to do throughout my 15 years of experience in network marketing, which has helped me and led me to growing and, a network of almost 200,000 followers just on my Facebook alone. So the reason we want to teach you this is because it works. And myself, along with Carrie and other leaders and all of our admin team for the Amazing Patch Stories group, have put in a lot of work for you so that you can utilize that tool. And that's why we're coming now to say, okay, we need a DMO. We need a list or maybe a checklist that you have, and maybe that takes the guesswork out of what you should be doing. And if some of you, there you go, Randall. If some of you already feel, I may have leaked the DMO to my team first. Sorry, you guys. But some of you may be thinking, well, I only have 10 minutes a day. I only have, an hour a day, and the reality is we've talked before, you have to decide where you are. How much are you operating your business? Are you sometime, part-time, full-time, no time, maybe time? I don't know, how much time are you able to dedicate to yourself? And that's something that you have to consider when creating your DMO, because again, it is a promise. It's the bare minimum you're going to do for your business every single day. That means if you got up like myself today and had treatment for 3 hours in the morning and had to run errands to get back in time to cook dinner for the kids and then jump on a Zoom to spend time with my other family, right? I have to be able to say my DMO allows for the few minutes I had today for me to work my business. And that's what our goal is. So, what do they typically include? Okay. Typically, it includes prospecting and following up, product sharing and promotions, checking in with your team and your leaders, team building and support, Personal development, that's a big one. A lot of people will skip that, and I promise you, you don't want to. And the best leaders will always tell you, you need to spend every single day having some time for personal development. And then consistency strategies. So, I'm all about strategy. A lot of, anyone I coach, I'm always talking about, let's come up with a strategic plan for your growth. And the reason I do that is because in order to be consistent, you have to have some form of a plan. You have to know what you're going to do every single day. And the DMO is going to help you know what to do every single day. So it takes the guesswork out of, well, what can I do to, be productive in my business today? Now, that doesn't come in place of you doing maybe a demo if it pops up, or sending a pack of samples, or making a new connection. This is the bare minimum of what you'll do for your business. Everything above that is on par, or everything above that is extra, right? But in order to get to the next step, you have to get a little uncomfortable. So I will always tell you, do more than what's on your DMO if you can. But if you're having an off day or a busy day where you just need to, know that you've worked your business today, this is what your DMO is for. And so by following a DMO, you can increase your productivity, you can build momentum and consistency, you can enhance your reputation and credibility. And I'll go in a little in depth with these as well. You can achieve your goals and succeed, grow your network, and it helps you to stay plugged in. And it's important to stay plugged in because when we do these trainings, we're taking our experience and we're sharing it with those, that maybe have never experienced it before. Or we're giving you a different point of view so that across our whole Super Patch community, we can grow and learn with each other. That's why often if you see, we'll do side trainings with a smaller group of our team, independently, we'll record that and then share it in Miracle Workers, because it's important that, everyone is plugged in with someone that they can connect with and learn from and grow from. Okay. How does it increase your productivity? Well, you're working your business every single day. And the things on that list, not only have they been things that have already been on our list in the past when we've done previous DMO trainings, but they're things that we've honed in on over the years of doing this, that we found, and we as in your leadership team have found to be successful. Like we actually succeed when we're doing these. These are proven tasks that we've done that help us to grow our business. It builds momentum and consistency because you're doing it every single day and it just becomes habit. And then it enhances your reputation and your credibility because you're showing up consistently every single day. And I just spoke about this on a training I did recently, but we talked about, if you were to just advertise that you have a restaurant one time and then you just kind of shut the lights off, but you're open and you just hope people are going to come in, but no signs are on, and you've done nothing to make them feel welcomed, or you don't even have menus out on the tables when they do stop in. So when they come in, they're just like, what is this place? Am I supposed to order? Do I sit down? Does this person know what they do? Is the person walking up to the table the actual server? Is this like an abandoned warehouse? The reality is if you don't show up consistently in any part of your life, okay, people tend to forget. And the reality of life is that no one really cares until they care. Okay, until they need to care. No one is paying attention to your solution until they need your solution. And it doesn't mean that they're not seeing it. It just means that they're not focusing in on what you posted that day. But when you consistently do it, which is why we use Amazing Patch Stories as well, by the way, because our strategy is to consistently show up in their news feed, every single day. But when you consistently show up on your page in your life for your business, whether it's sharing a business opportunity post, or it's sharing another testimony from someone else that maybe you've pulled from the Amazing Patch Stories group, or maybe you're sharing, that we have a 25% discount for all new customers and you're sharing a promotion. If you're not doing one of those three every day, a product, an opportunity, or testimonial post, your people in your network, the people that come to your page, don't know what you're doing. You're just a store with the lights off. And you might post something here and there, and I won't go too far because, I could go on a tangent all day about what shouldn't be on your Facebook, but they might see something here or there, and it doesn't really build the credibility and the trust that it does when you consistently show up for yourself and your business. So let's look at some of the things. Oh, Sorry, I thought someone unmuted. Okay. So let's look at some of the things that you guys posted that you said are on your DMO. So let's see. Oh, I am, I can, I will, I must have to have positivity on there. I agree, Carrie. And so affirmations, having some form of affirmation on there every single day so you speak positively to yourself and into your business, into your team, into your life. Follow up with 5 to 10 people a day. That's going to look different for everyone. Even if you have one person to follow up with, and you guys, you better have at least one person that you are talking to about this business. Otherwise, your lights are shut off. Okay. So follow up with 5 to 10 people a day. Get permission before you do the demo. I'm not sure what that one is. Blimp. Thank you, Paula. Blimp system. You guys know that one works. And if you don't know what Blimp is, go to Miracle Workers, type in Blimp. It'll pop up for you. We've done lots of training on those. I love that, Jewel. Thank you, Blimp. Pray, Mary Ryan, of course, absolutely. Yes, Blimp, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Okay, so update my contact list, send out messages, make calls, utilize Blimp, email 10 referrals daily, send birthday messages, birthday like interact, message +5. I'm so glad to hear that you guys are doing what we're teaching you. Thank you so much. Okay, I just want you guys to know that. That tells me that we're not speaking just hot air at you, that you're actually utilizing the skills that we're teaching you, and I promise you it's going to pay off for you. Let's see here. Print, yep, we'll give you, Dana, so bear with us. You might just have one that you can print now. Let's see here. Okay, sorry, that one's a little long to read here. Okay, DMO keeps you focused. Perfect. Okay, so what we've gone ahead and done is we've actually created a DMO that will allow you to function in your everyday life, get a few simple tasks done every single day. We made it so you can print it out if you'd like. You can laminate it and mark it off or print a new one every week. It's totally up to you. Okay. And we did it so that it can enable you to have some social media growth while you're doing it. Okay. And that way you can continue to add people. So I'm going to share my screen. Just going to pop it up here. Can you see it? Carrie, give me thumbs up. Okay, perfect. So on our DMO, what we've got here is put your patches on. First and foremost, wear your patches. Every single one of you were customers before you ever were associates. Every single one of you started this business because you wore our technology, or maybe I should say 99.99% of us actually had the technology in hand before we decided, okay, we're going to share this with the world. You were a customer first, and if you are not wearing your technology, that means you're probably not getting active, and that means you don't have that reminder every single day of how much this technology actually changes your lives. And so put your patches on, okay? And as you can see, we've put, Sunday through Saturday right there where you can check it off. Check and track your back office. Now, what are some things you should be checking and tracking in your back office every day? Or some of us might check it 7 times a day. It would be your TGQV. That's your overall team group qualifying volume. That means everyone, including yourself, into your downlines volume. Okay. This is important if you're looking to rank up. Volume is how we rank up, as well as, having placements and helping our team win. PQV, that's your personal qualified volume. Okay, that's what you've brought in, what your purchases are and what your customers' purchases are. And then how many people are on your team? This is something you should be tracking every single day. If you're not tracking this, you're not really truly growing your business. Okay, this is a business. This is your business. Now, I don't want to scare many of you away, but in order to have a successful business, you have to keep some records. You have to track your progress, because if you're not tracking your progress, you don't know how far you are for your goals, or far away, or how close you are to your goals. Check team schedule or the group for today's Zooms or trainings. So every Sunday we have a basic schedule that's posted, and every day that there might be a pop-up training or not, we post that as early as we can for you in Miracle Workers groups. So if you're not checking that schedule and checking back in the group daily, you may miss something. So we're just encouraging you to get into habit of checking that group and making sure that you can plug into where you need to, or perhaps checking that group for a replay of a previous training that we've already held so that you can stay on top of it. And like while we're doing these trainings, you can stay kind of in sync with how we're doing them. Some of you might be going, what's Amazing Patch Stories? Well, go look in Miracle Workers because we've done some training on that recently. And we don't want you to be lost. And of course, check in with your team, especially your frontline. If you personally enrolled them here, I don't care if you strategically placed them, you should be checking in with them. Check in with them until they tell you to stop, okay? Seriously, check in with your team. Check in with new associates. You should be spending a lot of time onboarding your new associates. And if you don't know how to onboard a new associate, you need to get with your upline leaders so that someone can help you to get these people on the right path so that they can succeed here as well. And then, of course, check in with your leaders. Now, that could mean two things. That means two things for myself. I'm checking in with the people on my team, on my organization, who I consider leaders who are running as hard as I am. And I'm checking in usually with Carrie right away, I probably 20 times a day, right? So I'm checking in with my leaders. I'm checking, and we have a group as well. And I'm checking in with my runners on my organization. Blimp. If you don't know what Blimp is, it's an algorithm boosting system. It's a strategy that I created that actually works. And it is seriously no thought process. It's so easy and it makes you feel good because you wish people a happy birthday and you grow your network. We've done trainings on that. You should be doing that every single day. Invite 5 people to Amazing Patch Stories group. Use the ATM method. What's the ATM method? Go back to the training. We teach it there, but it means add, tag, message, meaning you get your people in there, you invite them, and it can be anyone, you guys. It can be anyone from a prospect you've already talked to someone you're afraid to start talking to and they're just on your friends list. You can literally add anyone to that group because we have such great admin support in there that we will never allow something that's not compliant or goes against what we believe in that group. And any person you add to that group or any people they add to that group are leads for you. It's an organic growing system and we want you to utilize that. So invite 5 people a day to that and then go and engage on at least 3 posts or post a testimony. Okay. It doesn't have to be a long one. It can just simply be, what did Carrie say earlier? I got moving like never before. I don't know if anyone can even see me on the screen, but holding up a patch in a picture, okay? Check your messages, send follow-ups, thank new customers. Now, again, this is a guideline for you. These are some of the things that we do bare minimally. I'm talking, this isn't even my whole DMO list, but this would be the bare minimum that I would do to run my business so that I can be successful and help my team grow and be successful here too. Okay, so check messages, send follow-ups, say thank yous to new customers, new associates, all the things. Post one opportunity or product post on your personal wall. Again, if you're not posting daily, they're not seeing your stuff. I have posts that people see 2 weeks after I've already posted them because that's how the algorithm works. Okay, you need to be posting daily. It doesn't matter if you feel like you're posting too much. If you're only posting 1 a day, you're not posting too much, I promise you. So be consistent. And then post 1 personal and an engagement post on your page. Now, listen, some of you are like, well, I don't really get on Facebook like that. Then maybe this training isn't for you. But the reality is if you're looking for an alternative way to grow your business that really you can do from anywhere, and I know this because I started this business while I was bedridden in bed, okay? You can do this from anywhere. And so this is just teaching you those consistent strategies that you're going to do every single day to make sure that you're in their face. Okay. How many times are you watching a movie or, if you don't pay for the extras and you got to watch all the commercials nowadays, how many times do you see the same commercial over and over and over and over again? They're showing up for their business. That's all I'm going to say. 15 to 30 minutes of personal development. 15 to 30 minutes of personal development. What does that look like? That looks like spending time outside of your business. This does not include learning and rewatching trainings. I promise you, this means getting into something that's going to help you elevate your mindset, getting into something that's going to teach you how to cultivate a leadership thought process. That's what personal development is, getting in touch with your spiritual side, right? Create a story or reels on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever platforms you use. I'm just on Facebook, but everything trickles into Instagram. I don't use Instagram a lot. I stopped using TikTok. That's a personal preference. I don't want you guys to stop or start or anything that you're not comfortable with. That's why I kind of included it all. Okay. But sharing a story, people are now checking those stories. Some of you are like, I don't know how. I'm pretty sure we have a training on that somewhere too. So we can find it or we can do one. Invite people to the next business opportunity, use contact bingo. Okay. If you've never been with us on a Miracle Moments before, contact bingo is literally kind of how it sounds. You go to your phone or your Facebook friends list and you literally choose, A10 and you go find A10 or B7 and you go find who's B7, Z12 and you go figure that out and you make a list. Okay. And you can do that with a few people and you can simply just reach out. Some of you might be afraid to do that. But I'm going to tell you what, we have the best opportunity. We have the best technology, the best product, the best team, the best company in the entire world. Okay. Like and I'm not just saying that because I'm not going anywhere. Okay, period. And our new stuff coming in September 1st is just going to help us. So why wouldn't you reach out? Because the reality is I'm not telling you to harass anyone. I'm saying, why don't you just send that person you haven't talked to in a little while a message and say, hey, would you mind sitting in on a call tonight? I just think that this would be something you'd really be interested in. And if they say no, okay, thanks, have a great day. That's it. Just move on. Just move on. But you never know unless you try. And if you're not trying, then you're not open for business. Your lights are off. 10-minute scroll. What does that mean? And again, some of you might be like, I don't have time for this. You do, I promise you, because what you're going to do is you're going to replace that 10 minutes or 2 hours or 3 hours you spend watching videos and watching recipes get made and watching random things that make no sense on social media. And instead, you're going to be intentional and you're going to set the timer for 10 minutes. Okay. Because if it's not an income producing activity, I'm not doing it on social media. Okay. And that's, some of you may think that I spend a lot of time on it. I don't spend a lot of time on social media. And that's why I feel free to operate my business on my terms. But what I do is a 10-minute scroll. And I know Carrie does this as well. So you set a timer and you go to your news feed on Facebook, we'll say for this instance, and you just scroll through that news feed and you comment and interact with every post you can in 10 minutes. That's all you're doing. So maybe you're empowering someone or you're showing support or you're laughing or sharing an emoji, whatever you're doing in those 10 minutes, how many ever you get through, now you've intentionally worked your business and you're changing the algorithm in Facebook, which tells the computer, the algorithm is the computer, people need to see more of your stuff. Okay. Again, the more you post, the more the algorithm will share your things, your store is open, your advertisements will be everywhere. Post in and engage in 2 interest groups, not super patch related. I know what you got to join groups, you guys. It's social media, which means you have to be social. If you burnt out your network, if you burnt out all 50 people you know in real life and all 200 people you know on social media and all, the people that are at the park or at the mom or dad's group or, coffee in the morning, if you burn out your list, you have to create a new network. So we're helping you that with amazing patch stories. We're helping you do that with amazing patch stories. But this, getting into groups that are interest groups for yourself, maybe you're someone that's an avid hunter, fisherman, makeup artist, baker, sewer, stamp collector. There's a lot of different things you could be, okay? Get into those groups and build relationships and don't talk about super patch. Build relationships so that those people will be drawn to you and later that will come up organically, I promise you. And then the last part is send 5 random people an encouraging message or text message. Why? Because it's a good thing for you to do. It just makes you feel good and it makes them feel good and we're good people. Okay. So these are just some ideas for you. And it might seem like a lot because I just read it all out to you. But the reality is if you gave yourself 1 hour a day to work your business, you could get through this entire list. And that includes sending messages to people saying, hey, would you mind sitting in on a call? It's a 20-minute call tomorrow and listening to some testimonies. Would you mind sitting in and I'll send you a couple samples just for doing so? Could you watch this 6-minute video and give me your feedback? I'm not telling you to send scripted spammy messages. We're past that. Okay. That's whatever company you were with before. If you ever were with one, leave it there. We're not telling you to do that. We're telling you to build genuine relationships. And this is the way you're going to do that by showing up authentically and consistently. Some other ideas that we have on here for you, and you guys can see this for yourself in the group, but we put some business opportunity or product post suggestions. And so, things like patch demos showcasing, our demonstration of the actual patch. And we've got a lot of videos of that and we could use more. Testimonials. I take testimonies straight from Amazing Patch Stories. I cut off the person's name so that, you know, it's still private, and I share that right on my page. You guys are welcome to check it out. Just don't share it from my page. Copy, paste it, share it as your own. Don't share it from my page. And I talked about why on my last Zoom that we posted, so go look for that. Educational content, promotional, you know, promotion announcements, team recognition. I put on here a nurtured and acknowledged team is a growing team. I say that because, like, if you want people to join your team, they have to know a team exists. Do you understand? If you want to attract leaders, you have to show up as a leader. If you want to attract team members, you have to make sure they know on your storefront, hey, not, you can't say we're hiring, but for lack of better words, we're hiring, right? Live Q&A, ask your upline to do a live with you, you know, showcase our opportunity. That would be a real fun one. We don't get asked to do that enough. You know, and then some engagement post ideas. Monday through Sunday we put some ideas here for you to utilize. And again, you can find this in Miracle Workers group. So the reality is, sorry, I'm going to go to the chat real quick, but the reality is that this is meant to help you with the bare minimum basics. Now, we put it in a list and we composed what we had up there before. Sandra and Carrie had a great one up there. We've composed what I've used, you know, what other leaders have said they've used, what you guys have said you've used, and we've put it into there so that you could strategically grow. Now, if it doesn't work with you, then figure out a way to what is going to be your bare minimum that you will do for your business, and take 5 minutes and write it out. Write it out so that you have a game plan. It's not enough to know here, because you won't hold yourself accountable for it. You won't do it. You won't remember it till it's too late. Oh, I should have done that. Print it, type it, whatever you need to do. Okay. Chalkboard it. I don't care. Just have it in front of you. Okay. Let's see here. And then of course, you know, you can use it to create, you can just use that for inspiration if you need to create your own. The biggest thing is, like I said, consistency. Consistency, consistency, consistency. That's what we're trying to teach you. Take action and be consistent with that action. Take action and follow up consistently with that action. Do you understand? It's always about action and consistency. That's how you grow here. Carrie, do you think there's anything in the chat here I need to address?
There is not anything in the chat you need to address. Crystal, one thing I want to add to what you just said which is incredible. I love it. I love the DMO stuff, but you're sitting here thinking about yourself and you're going, okay, this is the list that Crystal has made up that works for about the average of time she does. If that is overarching for you, scale it back and just follow up with one person today before you go to bed. And then tomorrow, follow up with 2. And then just make one post on Facebook tonight before you go to bed. And then tomorrow, try to do 2. Do you see what I'm saying? And then the next day, try for 3. Try for a morning, afternoon, evening kind of thing, right? It's like if you're going to go run a marathon, you don't start with the marathon. You don't start with the main thing. I mean, I don't know, Harry, do you start with the main thing? How do you train for a marathon, Harry? Unmute and tell us real quick, because I know you're all about that.
It's a long process. And I'll tell you how it goes in 8 weeks.
That's what I thought. But you didn't just start running the amount it takes to do a marathon, right? At the beginning, you're training.
No. Yeah, no, absolutely not. You got to build up a base because your body can only take so much, and then you gradually keep adding to it until you get up to, 40, 50 miles a week or whatever your mileage is that you got to do.
Jeez. And the next thing you know, you did it and you competed, and whatever you did, you competed against yourself, right, Harry? So you're worried about beating your time you did before, right?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Thank you for sharing that. I love that you're on here to say that. But Crystal, doesn't that make sense? You're running your own marathon. You're in your lane. Do what works for you. And that's the best thing that you said tonight, other than all the other gold of the stuff you gave, was do what works for you, in my opinion, right, Crystal?
Yeah, I agree. And if the DMO needs to start with 2 or 3 tasks, then you take those and the ones that feel like they're going to be the most progressive for you, and you need to stay with them. And Carrie, I love you, but I'm going to say it. You can't try. You just have to do it. You can't get up and say, I'm going to try to do this. And I know it's our verbiage. We tease each other on it all the time. But the reality is you have to get up and just decide, I'm going to do this. And if you take and you consider, okay, well, I spend an average of an hour watching mindless videos or playing that game on my phone that promises they'll pay out someday, or, you know, watching whatever random things. Okay. I'm seeing some smiles, so I feel like maybe some conviction is on the screen. Okay. The reality is if you just eliminate one of those things that are not IPA, income producing activities, you will start to see progression in your business. You will start to see success, and you will feel better about the task you're doing because you're not spending as much time worrying about what do I do, and instead you have this consistent list of what you do every single day without a doubt.
I know this might, I don't know, amaze some of you, but I do not have one single game on my phone. The games I play are in person. If I play them, board games, I don't have any games on my phone. My mom sits on her phone and she's like all day long. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm just I'm like, Mom, how do you even do, like, it's like her fingers are doing the game and I don't even get it. She's so in tune to know how to do it. I don't have a single game on my phone. I do not scroll my Facebook for my enjoyment. And a lot of you are like, or did you see this? Did you see that? I'm like, no, I'm so business minded. I use that tool for my benefit. And I love, Crystal, that you talked about that tonight. So if that's something that's new to you, I hope that you took one great thing from here. If you did, it was worth our time. If you took two things from here, it was even better. Okay, because all we can do is continue to show up for you, share our ideas, what's working for us, and these are going to grow and do and move, become better and more things. So Crystal, one thing I want everyone to do tonight, everyone, there are 67 people on here. Okay, two things. Can you do this for me, please? In Amazing Patch Stories, the group that we are creating for you, moving for you, getting you in contact with those people that you add, I want you to do two things. Go add 5 people to that group. Just go click invite and add 5, okay? That's simple. You can do that, right? I know you all have at least 5 friends on Facebook you haven't added to Amazing Patch Stories. How do I know that? Because we don't have very many people in that group. We have a lot, but we don't have a billion. And I know between all of us, we've got a billion on Facebook. Crystal's got like 500 million herself. So anyway, it's true. I laugh because it's true. That's why she does all the social media stuff. I'm like, train it, train it. Second thing I need you to do, please share a simple story. Remember what we started with? And I said, just pull out a patch, take a picture. You can do that on your phone tonight. All right. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to be simple, not your 2-minute testimony. And go post something in there of your favorite patch or your favorite story. I don't care if it's an old one. Go grab some parts of it and put it in there and just do something quick in that story, because every time you post, it's going to get someone's attention. I promise you that.